Google reviews are one of the most valuable growth assets for any home service business. They help you show up higher in Google, build trust before someone ever calls you, and often decide whether a customer chooses you or the next competitor. The problem is that most companies are already doing good work. They're just not consistently asking happy customers to leave a review. And in this video, I will show you how to automate that process with ServiceTitan. First, we'll start with the updated job trigger coming out of ServiceTitan into Zapier. We'll then check to make sure that job status is complete, search for the customer's phone number, and then use Twilio to send a simple review request with your Google review link. By the end, every completed job can automatically become another chance to get a Google review and help your future customers choose your business. All right, guys, with that, let's dive into the build. So first step is going to be from ServiceTitan, of course. Now, if you have never connected ServiceTitan to Zapier, that is a whole other topic. I can do a video on that. If you're confused about that, drop a comment below. But in the description of this video, I will put the help article direct from ServiceTitan on how to make sure that ServiceTitan and Zapier are linked. Once those two are linked, our first step is going to be finding ServiceTitan. And what we're going to be looking here for the trigger event is going to be job updated. All right. And then we'll also want to make sure that we have our ServiceTitan account that has been connected to Zapier selected here. So updated job will be the initial trigger event. We can skip through this and then we can hit test trigger to get back a example job that has been updated. So that will be the initial trigger for us. Now, guys, going back here, what we'll want to do is make sure that job status is completed. Reason being is if we just do updated job anytime a job is changed for any number of a million reasons, this would trigger. So we do want to make sure that job status here is marked as completed because that will tell us, hey, this job is done. We can now ask for this review. Now, there are some other things you could potentially queue off of. Maybe it's payment or other things like that. From what we've seen, job status marked complete is the most reliable trigger, but do keep in mind there will be some other filters you could layer onto this if you think those might work better for your business. Once we have that set, we will then continue with selected fields, and then we're going to do another step here, which is ServiceTitan, and we're actually going to search for customer, okay? What we're going to do here, guys, is say, hey, for this ID, it's going to be static by default. You actually want to change it over to custom. We're going to come in here and do our backslash to pick a value from the previous step, which will be customer ID. So we have a job got marked complete. All right, that job's tied to a customer. And then we want to say, hey, with this customer ID, ServiceTitan, go find me this customer. All right. The reason we want to do that is we're now going to be able to get information about that specific customer. Most namely, if we look up phone, we're going to have the customer's phone number. And then also if we look up their name, we'll have the customer name here. Okay. We'll see if they give us first name. If not, yeah, we're going to want to break out first name. But we do have phone number and full name, which is a great starting point. And now we can continue here. Because all we're getting is full name for this specific customer, we're actually going to want to use a step to extract just their first name to make this message look even more personalized. So a really quick way to do that, guys, is open up an AI step and say, please return just the first name from backslash, type in name, and now we'll see here customer name. And then we can hit preview and we got the first name. And then one other thing I'm going to do here to make this extra pretty is normalize the case as well, which means I don't want it all capitalized like that. I want it to look nice with, Lance spelled and formatted normally. Great. And now we got first name with the case looking nice and natural. And then last step here, guys, is going to be actually sending that text out to the customer. Okay. So what we'll do here is we'll go Twilio and boom. And then we will, as I've said in other videos, guys, I use Twilio. I have some approved numbers in Twilio. You can use any system that you have a number in, or you can send text through. There's a million of them, but I will be using Twilio to send this text message to the customer. So the event that I'm going to want here, guys, is send a SMS. I'm going to be sending it from my number. I'm going to be sending it to customer's phone number. Okay. Now, interesting, guys. So we have we have multiple phone numbers here. Okay. So what a good step might be is to go back and also tell the AI, please also return the first phone number from phone. As if you see here, there's 2 phone numbers for this customer. So we just want to get one that we can send this text to. All right. And now we have our single phone number extracted from the list. If you wanted to get more advanced, you could split this into 2 runs and send a text to each phone number. But for the sake of simplicity, we'll just use the phone number here. And now we can continue on with our step here, guys. So in terms of where we want to send the number to, we're going to want to remove that list we created and grab the phone number that was extracted in that AI step. And now the fun part, writing our message. I have a template that I will paste here, but of course you can make this your own. Cool. So we got our template here. Hey, this is, I'll take the customer's first name from the extraction step. First name, this is Bryan's HVAC. Thanks again for trusting us with your recent service. If we earned it, would you mind taking 30 seconds to leave us a review? Now, super critical point here, guys. We need to get the link to send them to leave the review on Google. So where do you get that? You're going to come into Google and actually just search your business name. It's kind of a fun little trick Google has. As long as you're logged into the Gmail account, the Google account that's tied to the Google business profile, if you search your business name, you'll get this panel here with a bunch of different tools you can use to manage the Google business profile. And what we're looking for is this button right here that says ask for reviews. If we click that, it's going to give us a QR code and this short link here. We want this link. We can now copy that and bring it back into the text message and go ahead and paste that there. Last step is send large messages. We will hit yes. Now I'm going to put my own phone number in here instead so that we can send this text and you guys can see exactly what your customers will see. Now I have my phone number in here. So let's go ahead to continue and we will hit test step and we will see exactly what this text will look like when your customers receive it. And instantaneously, I got my text here. Hey, Lance, this is Bryan's HVAC. Thanks again for trusting us with your recent service. All looks good. We can click the link and boom, taking me directly to the place to leave that 5-star review. So that is it, guys. Just to summarize here, we will have updated job as the first trigger with job completed as the status. We'll then search for the customer using the customer ID from step 1. We'll extract the first name and phone number in step 3, and then we will go ahead and send that text out to our customers. And that's the full ServiceTitan Google review request workflow. Now, whenever a job is marked complete in ServiceTitan, your customer can automatically get a text asking them to leave a Google review. And this is one of those small automations that can have a really big impact. More recent Google reviews can help you build trust, stand out from competitors, and convert more of the people who are already searching for your services. If you're a home service business and you want more videos like this on automating reviews, capturing missed calls, lead follow-up, and booking more jobs, make sure to subscribe below.